So welcome. I am Tara from livingonadime.com, and today I am making homemade pizza. This is super easy. Everybody thinks pizza is really hard to make, but it takes not even 5 minutes worth of work to make it. So I'm going to run you through how I make my pizza today. It is in Dining on a Dime cookbook, of course, because Dining on a Dime just has all the recipes you need to do regular home cooking. Nothing fancy. It's cooking like grandma made, literally. This is my grandma, my mom's, and my recipes. Actually, some of my great-grandmothers. So 4 generations of our frugal cooking. It is on page 218 in Dining on a Dime. If you want to look it up and follow along, Mike will also put the link in there to the recipe on our website, right there, page Dining on a Dime Cookbook, page 218 and 219, because I have suggestions on how to make pizzas in here also. Yes, Michael.
Oops, I forgot. Was I supposed to put the 10 dinners for $5 or the 10 homemade pizza recipes?
Do the 10 dinners one first. So Mike's putting the link to 10 dinners for $5 on there. Pizza is in there, so just scroll down until you find it. And then he's also putting the link for 10 homemade pizza ideas, because I have all these different ideas for homemade pizza. So I have things like garden vegetable pizza, thinly sliced zucchini, diced tomato, mushrooms, onions, and bell pepper, and put that on your pizza. Greek pizza, black olives, artichokes, red onion, and feta cheese. Hawaiian, Canadian bacon, and pineapple. And we are in the middle of a thunderstorm, so if we lose power, that's what happened. Meat pizza is sausage, salami, Italian sausage, Canadian bacon, or any meat you want. Barbecue chicken pizza, spread, instead of tomato sauce, spread with barbecue chicken. And so spread on barbecue sauce, and then put on barbecue chicken, Gouda, mozzarella, red onion, and cilantro. And then you could also, instead of a traditional pizza, you could also do your crust with olive oil, and minced garlic and mozzarella, and that will get us a white crust, like a white type pizza, which is really good. You can put artichokes on there, or black olives, feta cheese, anything like that, pesto, anything you want. So those are a few ideas, and of course, if you go to the website to order Dining on a Dime, it's $21.95. Go to livingonadime.com to the store. Michael put the link in there. It is back ordered. We are going to receive them around September 15th, but depending on how many back orders I have, they may or may not arrive to your house around October 1st, somewhere around there. Can you put the store link on there, dear?
Yes.
All right, so any questions before I get started?
Chrissy asked, is this gluten-free?
No,
everything
it's not
but the crust. Just kidding.
Yeah, everything but the crust is gluten-free. I mean, no, it's not. This is regular traditional pizza.
But we do sometimes make a gluten-free one, right?
Yeah, I do occasionally. I haven't really found a good recipe for a good gluten-free flour yet. So even though I'm gluten-free, so I won't be eating this for dinner, but the rest of my family will. So what you need to do is, I have my rapid rise flour. Have mercy. Okay, I'm tired. Rapid rise yeast. And I'm pouring it in my bowl. I'm putting my sugar and my salt all in my bowl.
Just gonna be in the bowl.
Huh?
Just gonna be in the bowl.
Okay. And then I'm pouring in my olive oil. Then I take my water, and to test your water if it's warm enough, you want to be able to put your finger in the water and hold it, and it's really warm. But if you can't hold your finger in there, it's too hot. That means that you will kill your yeast. So if you don't have a thermometer, which if you have a thermometer, it should be about 115 degrees, put your finger in there, and all you germaphobes, just get over it right now. There's nothing wrong with putting your finger in the food. Wash your hands. I can just see the comments coming. Put your finger in there. If you can hold your finger in there.
Don't be a yeast murderer.
Yeah,
That's
don't.
funny.
Penny says, don't be a yeast murderer. Yeah, that's a great idea, or that's a great tip. But if you can't hold your finger in there because it's too hot, then it's too hot for your yeast. But if you can and it's really warm, that's the perfect temperature. So you don't need a special thermometer to do this. So stir in your water with your yeast. Mike says, I'm not in the shop very well. There you go. Okay. Now, these are optional ingredients. You can add extra thyme, extra oregano, and basil. You can put about half a teaspoon each of those in here. And you can add extra garlic powder if you would like. My kids don't like anything green in their pizza crust. They like to be green free. So I don't put that in there. So then add your flour. And I start off with a little bit at first. Any questions, dear, while I'm stirring?
Oh, Liz says my body rejects veggies on my pizza.
Yeah. You know, actually, I like vegetables on my pizza. That's one way I do like to eat them. And it really irks me when people say pizza is such a bad, unhealthy meal for you, because really you've got your bread, you've got your vegetables and your meat. It's actually very healthy. So I don't know why people get all upset that pizza is such a bad deal, but anyway. Yeah.
Chip Sahani on YouTube is saying I wasn't hungry until I started watching. And then Anita says, yes, glad I just got done with dinner.
Yay! Well, thank you guys. I'm glad it looks good. Okay, so then I sprinkle more flour on there, and I'm going to knead it in the bowl. I knead almost all of my breads in the bowl because I don't want a big mess on the table to clean up. So just keep, see, lift, fold over, and push down. Lift, fold over, push down. Lift, fold over, push down. That's how you knead. Lift, fold over, push down. When it gets sticky, add a little more flour. Push down. Push down. Lift, fold over, push down. That's all you do to knead bread. It's not rocket science, folks. It's really simple. There's a reason why people have been making bread for 6,000 years, because it's easy to make.
Lonely Prepper Homesteader says, late coming in, is that all-purpose flour?
Yes, this is all-purpose flour. Who was that?
Lonely Prepper Homestead?
Lonely Prepper Homesteader. I think you're new. I haven't seen a comment, or at least, well, I'm not moderating comments anymore. Mike's doing that for me, so welcome.
Also, Jen asked how much flour is in there.
Go get the recipe.
Oh,
Mike will put it on for you. It's at livingonadime.com, or it's in our Dining on a Dime cookbook on page 218.
So I'm pasting in the 10 dinners one. And it's in
Okay, so just scroll down on the 10 dinners for $5 article, and you will find it about halfway down for our pizza. This is a $5 meal. Super, super easy, guys. It's really not that hard. Okay, so then I've kneaded my dough. So then I take, sorry about that. Am I in the shot still?
Yep.
So then I take and do the same bowl. This is a 1 bowl recipe. And I spray lightly on top with cooking spray. And then I put a towel over it and let it rise for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then, through the magic of television, I have one done here. So this one has been 45 minutes. it has risen. So then I punch it down. Okay. And then, now,
Oh, sorry.
you can do this. Here's my smiling face again. You can do this a couple of ways. I use my stone pan, which I have greased, and I put my pizza in here. You can roll it out on the table in a circle and put it on a pizza stone. Mike has a link for that he can give you. That is an affiliate link on Amazon, and we do get a small commission if you order from us. Thank you for your support, Mike, Tara, and Jill. Was that a good disclaimer?
You sound like a performer at the Renaissance Festival.
And you can put it on a pizza stone and preheat your oven and put it in the pizza stone. Now, that's the ideal way to do it. I used to have a pizza stone. It broke. I just never replaced it. So if you make a lot of pizza, eventually you might want to invest in one. For me, I don't know. I make it, but I like my pan well enough. So then what I do is I start stretching it out just a little bit to try and start getting the shape of the pan here. Okay, that one Nibby is driving me nuts. Okay, hold on. Let me get organized here. All right, now I'm with it here. Okay. So then, after it's risen, you just take and spread it out about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick, depending on how thick you want it. I mean, if you want it really, really thin, roll it out really, really thin. If you like it thicker, roll it out thicker. And then I just start patting it into my pan. Any questions?
Well, Penny says, I love this hint. Can't believe I've never thought of it, but I will most certainly be using it. And then she says the spraying Pam on it. And then Julie right after that says, what's the hint? I just got on.
The hint is when you let your dough rise, spray it. Whoa, hello, pointed the wrong way. You spray it with cooking spray, flip it over, and then spray the other side with cooking spray, and that keeps it from getting a crust on your dough. So, so that it won't get crusty. Sorry, I'm laughing at Michael. We have this one flippin' fly. Won't go away. Okay, and so then I'm pushing it in here. Now I am pushing it up on the sides of the pan because I want my sauce to not fall out underneath and get everywhere. So that's what I'm doing.
Hillary asks, what time is it here?
It is 4:43, Hillary, in Colorado. We are in Colorado, and yes, we're mountain time, I guess I should say. So see how it kind of pulls back? So I just keep squishing it until it goes back over there. I'm really spending a lot longer than I normally do on this. Today I'm not feeling very good. I broke my gluten-free diet yesterday, and I've been regretting it all day long. I made homemade bread for our last video, had 8 loaves, and let's see, it's been not even, well, just barely, not even quite 48 hours yet. It's been 46 hours. And we have 2 loaves of bread left because the boys devoured it all, but homemade bread is like my weakness, and of course it was uberly delicious and worth breaking it, but now I'm paying for it, so
Missed
okay.
a question a little while back. Waggy Tails was asking, what do you do with seasoning jars once they're empty? Yeah,
Throw them away.
Put more seasoning.
So, okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. So, well, hold on, let me do the seasoning jars just a minute. So, then what I do, now you're going to have to help me with this.
Okay.
is I put it in the oven at 400 degrees. You can stand over there or here. There's his handsome face. I put it in the oven for 400 degrees for 5 minutes and let it bake just briefly.
The middle or the top?
And the middle is fine. And so I let it bake just briefly before I put my sauce on. You can go ahead and lift the camera back up. Actually, I'm going to sit down. I'm feeling really sick. Sorry. I'm going to sit down while I do this because I'm not feeling good. That's what I get for breaking my diet. I was feeling so much better on these new supplements I'm on because I have chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, if you don't know. And I was doing a whole lot better, and then, dumb me, I break my gluten-free diet, and now I'm feeling bad again. Oh well. I'll do better tomorrow. It takes about 48 hours to get out of my system. So spice bottles, like these. So what I will do for this size is I will put cinnamon and sugar in them, and then I have it already pre-made for the kids for cinnamon toast or French toast or whatever. I can just sprinkle it in there for French toast, and then I already have my cinnamon and sugar. I will refill them with spices that I get bulk, because usually I buy my spices bulk at the bulk spice place or the Whole Foods grocery store. So I will refill them. I normally don't get spices this big. They gave me the wrong thing when I ordered groceries from Walmart, and it was the super big one instead of this size. This size I keep on hand because this basil will take me forever to get gone. But where I order groceries, if they don't have something in stock and they give you a substitute, they don't charge you the price. They charge you the price for the cheaper items. So that's why I still have it. Now for these little ones, I just refill them with spices. You can, if they have the big holes like this, put toothpicks in here. That would be a really good thing to use with them. What else could you use spice bottles for? I don't know. I have a blank. Anybody else have any ideas for spice bottles? Comment and let me know.
Whoa, it's going crazy.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to think. You can put zinc in here, zinc oxide, and I would do it in a size like this though, and use it to sprinkle in your shoes for a shoe deodorizer. You could put baking soda in here to sprinkle for when you're cleaning. You could sprinkle it on there easier. A bigger one like this would work better. Let's see, off the top of my head, you could put seeds. If you're a huge gardener like me, which I have a really big garden. Oh, my garden's looking so pretty. I wish we could turn the camera around and show you guys. It's actually looking pretty with all the clouds and everything. Put the seeds in here. So like I have a whole bunch of larkspur. So I would put larkspur seeds in here and sprinkle them along the back of my fence. I have like 1,800 square feet of gardens, so I have plenty of space to do that. You could do that. Anybody else have any good ideas?
Well, let's see. What do we have here? Penny said, cough, cough. Man, I inhaled some of that when you were having your spray problem a little bit ago.
So one of our, who was it, Penny?
Yeah.
Penny said she inhaled this when I sprayed it the wrong way. That's funny.
Michelle says, is there any bread or cinnamon bread left from the other day, or did the boys eat it all?
So I made 8 loaves, and I have 2 left, and it's not even been 48 hours. So yeah, the boys have eaten almost all of it. And I had a little bit. That's why I'm not quite with it today, because gluten and I are not friends. And so it's made my CFS bad today, so I'm not quite with it. And it's my own darn tootin' fault. Go ahead, dear. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
I did?
You can say it.
Nah, I'm not going to say it. We're on the air. I have to pretend like I'm a good husband.
You are a good husband. You don't have to pretend.
Liz says kids like those bottles to play with, and that's very true.
Yeah, and you could put it in. Okay. To all you people out there that are animal lovers, I don't want an email, but you could put rocks in here, and if you have barking dogs, throw it near them, not on them. Tape the top and throw it near them, and the jangling stops them barking. But that would work too.
Kathy says I use those bigger plastic bottles to hold homemade bath salts. That way if it falls into the tub, it won't break.
That's a good idea. Yeah, bath salts would be really good. I have tons of soap that I make now, and I have a little tiny bit of fragrance left in my fragrance bottles, and so I'm putting my Epsom salts in there and letting it soak up the fragrance, and that would be a great idea, actually. Okay.
Deborah and Barbara both say they're good for sprinkling glitter.
Oh, yeah, Deborah and Barbara both said sprinkling glitter. That's a great idea. Okay, so Mike's getting the pizza out of the oven now. And hopefully...
It's just the crust, right?
Yes, this is just the crust.
Is it too hot to put on there?
No.
Wow.
Ooh, doesn't that look lovely? Okay, wait. Now I need your manliness, please. Watch this. Oh! Isn't that sexy? Woo! Okay. So this is a thick crust because it just is in this size pan. If you wanted a really thin crust, you could make 2 pizzas and roll it out really super thin and cook it on your pizza stone. Also, if you wanted to make individual pizzas, you could roll this out and get, well, depending on the thickness of your crust, 5 to 10 pizzas about this big for individuals. So we'll do that with the kids sometimes. So then I just take my handy dandy pizza sauce here and I just plop it on. Now, yes, I do have a recipe for pizza sauce. And if you are looking for it, it is on page 217. Plop, right here. Page 217 on Dining on a Dime. Oh my goodness. After 15 years, I just now noticed this. So my publisher, those turkeys. So my publisher, when we had a publisher for a few years, they put in the meats and main dishes the pizza sauce on one side, the pizza, and then my second pizza sauce on the other side. Okay, that is crazy. And then I need to show Emily, I forgot I had veggie burgers in here. My niece is vegan. I need to show her there's veggie burgers in here. See, veggie burgers right there. Okay, that is crazy. I just realized. So I have 2 pizza sauces, one on 217 and then one on 220, both sides of the pizza. So then take your spoon and just spread out your pizza sauce like so. Now here's where you can put on pizza or a pizza. Oh my goodness. Here's where you can put on hamburger or pepperoni. I meant to say pepperoni. Or sausage or your olives or whatever you want. Canadian bacon and ham, feta cheese and artichokes, whatever you want. Okay, so there it is. And then just sprinkle your cheese. My kids asked for cheese today.
You okay?
Yeah.
Do you need a takeover?
I just got lightheaded all of a sudden. So then just liberally sprinkle your cheese. Now actually I probably could have used just a tad more cheese, but I didn't defrost enough, so we'll just scoot it over to make do. Okay. Now, due to the magic of television, my wonderful husband will take the pizza again. Oops.
Set it down, I'll pick it up.
And put it in the oven. And we'll let it bake while I answer questions. And while I'm answering questions, I need some input here. So, oh yeah, so you bake it at 400 degrees, yes, for, 15 minutes. And if you're wondering, this is in Dining on a Dime Cookbook, page 218. We're making homemade pizza if you're just joining us, and thank you for just joining us. So, get your questions posted, but I have a little vent and I need your input, please, while we're waiting for the pizza. So,
What happened to the
That's my vent. Okay, so we bought this coffee percolator, and it had 4.5 stars on Amazon out of 1,200 people. My son and husband like the percolated coffee better than the coffee drip kind. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Not a big deal, you would think. Percolators have been around for 100 years, 200 years, probably 300 years. You would think we would go up in technology instead of backwards. We aren't, and I'm hacked. I spent 20 bucks on this thing about a month ago, and as you can see, it is already falling apart. Now, I did leave my review on Amazon warning everyone not to buy this thing, but it probably won't be heated since it has so many reviews on there. But what happens is people buy this and they use it one time and they review it and say, oh, this is the best percolator ever. It was for the first 2 weeks we had it. Well, then it started leaking over, or bubbling out this little thing here. And the plastic top just fell off. I mean, it just fell off. So now, I mean, it'll screw back on. Oh. Oops, maybe I need to go revise my Amazon thing.
There's an operator error.
Okay, well maybe this screws on to tighten it. Well, okay, so I don't know.
Oh.
So if anybody knows, okay, so I'm tempted to have you go fill it with some water and put it on real quick. So my question.
It'll mess up the sound.
Oh, so my question is, does anybody have a percolator that they've used for more than 2 months that still works? I'm having Mom look at the thrift store to see. Maybe I just needed to tighten the top, which seems kind of ridiculous to me, but everybody's liking my my brilliant deduction here that maybe we just need to screw the top on. But I shouldn't have to keep screwing the top on. That's kind of annoying because they didn't say that in the thing, in the instructions. So I want to know, does anybody have a percolator, either stovetop or plug-in, that you've been using for more than 2 months that actually works? Now mine is totally nasty because it just keeps spewing coffee all over the stove, all over the percolator, and it's just a pain. I keep cleaning it every day, but I'm just showing you the mess because it's really irritating me to have to clean up this mess every single day. So I'm having Mom look at the thrift store for an old 1970s one to see if she can find one from the 70s maybe that would work, because we had one from the 70s and it was great, best thing ever, and then my son left it on and it burned up. He sleepwalks and he made coffee while I was sleepwalking one night and left it on. So
there's a bunch of questions about the pizza and why you did certain things with the dough, but then there's also things about the coffee maker. So
okay, so let's go with the coffee cake maker first, and then I'll finish on the pizza questions.
All right. Grandma Stone says my mother has a coffee pot like that. It's in my cabinet. David Cooper in Wichita says, LOL. That's my sister probably.
Yes.
Let's see. A lot of people saying they love their percolators. Bridget says, I have a Mr. Coffee. Everyone seems to love them. Yeah. Liber Lady says the glass handle is designed to remove and wash.
Oh, so you're supposed to remove it and wash it. Okay.
Also, our son boils it over all the time, too.
Well, no, he boils it over because it's coming through here.
I see.
So maybe that's the problem. Because you can see here that the coffee has burned on. Right here, you can see where it's burned on because it keeps boiling over. Maybe I just haven't twisted it on tight enough. Okay.
there's more comments, but I was thinking maybe you should tell people who have just joined us that we're making pizza, but it's baking right now.
Okay, so if you've just joined me, I'm making homemade pizza. It's in the oven, and we're taking questions, and I was getting advice on a percolator because this one is driving me crazy because it keeps leaking out the top. But I think I maybe just figured out I haven't tightened it on there tight enough. Well, thank you, everyone, for helping me figure out to tighten it on there. Okay, pizza questions.
Well, actually, still on the coffee thing.
Oh, yes, more on the
Michelle
coffee.
says go to your local Ace Hardware and get a nice glass one.
Ace has a glass percolator?
Apparently. Oh,
okay.
Ava says I have a Pyrex percolator.
Where do you get a Pyrex percolator from, Ava? Because I would try that. My problem with glass is I keep breaking it. I am Miss Clumsy. As a matter of fact, I broke one of my frames over here today because I was dusting them and fell on the floor.
Penny says they might like coffee from a French press, slightly more of the process, but it's the best coffee she's ever had, she says.
A French press. Ooh, now we're getting fancy.
A lot of people saying perked is the best way. Anita had asked if you could return it, but I guess if it was operator error, that would be irrelevant.
Well, yeah, if it's operator, I'm going to go back and change my Amazon review. Although, to my defense, it did not say in the instructions to tighten that down. So, because I did look at the instructions, and they didn't say to tighten it down. So.
Anne said the best coffee maker she's ever had is a bun.
A bun coffee maker? Okay, I might B-U-N-N. I might try that.
Lisa said she's always heard that the percolator cooks the coffee and makes it bitter. That she says it should never boil, and that's why percolating is not preferred method anymore.
No, that's not true. It's burning it.
We just have to turn it. We boil it and then we turn it down right away.
Yeah, it gets bitter because you burn it, and so you just need to watch it and turn it down.
Looks like it's close to done.
Almost done? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's just a lot more people saying they like percolators. Deborah says camping stores should have them.
Oh, I didn't think about a well, I did think about a camping percolator. Mom told me she had one that she got in the camping section, but I haven't been to look for one yet at the store, so I will check that out. Yeah, Mom gave me that idea.
Amanda says we have a super ancient one. My aunts use it whenever they come to visit, and my brother uses it also. It's funny because we don't drink coffee, but we keep it around for when they visit.
Yeah, I don't either, and I'm going to have to keep it around if I want my kids to come visit me, so.
Sharon says she has one from the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s. Anything made before it was all made in China seems to work the best. But, yeah. Okay, questions on pizza?
Okay, so where'd they go? April says, are you able to freeze this?
Okay, so first of all, let me say thank you for all the advice on the percolator because that's been driving me crazy, and I really wanted to know you guys' opinion. Can I freeze the pizza dough? Yes, you can. You can make the whole pizza up and put the whole pizza frozen in the freezer if you want, or you could just make the dough ahead of time, freeze it in just balls, let it defrost, roll it out, and then cook as usual. And can you go check the pizza real quick, Mike, to make sure, because I think Dave said we're getting close.
Ooh, it's looking pretty good, but I can't tell if it's done.
Is it brown on top?
Well, the top is all melty.
But it's not browned yet?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right, so.
I don't see where the question went, but somebody had asked why did you bake it when it was just the crust?
Okay, so, sorry we missed who asked this, but someone wanted to know why we bake it before, and that is to keep the crust from getting soggy with the pizza sauce. I don't know, I've just always done that, I guess. You could do it without. I'm sure that's how they do it at the pizza place. But because you're cooking it at a lower temperature than at the pizza place, so the pizza place is like ridiculously hot. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 550 degrees or something. And I don't cook it that hot in my oven. So if I did, it would get a little, maybe soggy. So that's why I do it.
Liz says she would freeze it partially cooked.
Yeah, you could freeze it partially cooked if you wanted. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Hillary asks, how old are the kids?
So, Hillary, my kids are 18, 17, 17, 13, and 7.
Okay. the questions here. Let me look on YouTube real quick. See if we have any over there.
Mike's checking YouTube to see if we have any questions real quick.
There were some from before, but I have lost them.
So we got a little tiny bit of rain. Got a little bit of moisture. We always joke around about moisture. Because my family lives in southeastern Colorado and they're farmers, and we never got rain or snow. It was always moisture.
Barbara says, how do you make a cauliflower crust pizza?
I might do that one time because I am gluten-free, and they say it's a really good way to make pizza crust with cauliflower. So from what I understand, and I don't know, just look it up and see, but I think you cook your cauliflower, you steam your cauliflower, then you smash it up, add Parmesan cheese and a little bit of oil, and then make your crust with it, and then put your toppings on top. I think. I haven't done it for sure, but I think if I remember right, that's how you do it.
Well, Sylvia asked what kind of cheese?
Sylvia, I used mozzarella cheese, but if I don't have mozzarella, then I will use cheddar and Monterey Jack, or just cheddar, or I've even used American if I'm desperate. If it's grocery day and I don't have any groceries, and I didn't have time to go to the grocery store, I'll just use what I have on hand. So, but usually I use mozzarella.
Jenna says, what size pan was that?
A 9x13 pan.
And Grandma's Homestead said, is that a shirt apron you have on?
Yes, Grandma's Homestead. This is a pajama top that I had that Mom made into an apron for me. It's little gnomes because I love gnomes, because one day I'm going to go live with them in the forest.
Waggy Tails says, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Waggy Tails, my favorite pizza topping is a white pizza with artichokes and black olives. That is my favorite. Now, Michael is bringing the pizza out of the oven.
Ooh, this smells delicious. Except I don't have a hot pad.
You can stick it on
Does
this.
that look done?
Yeah, well, that's pretty close, yeah. It's close enough for the government, I guess.
Oh man, it smells good.
Okay, so here's my pizza done. And stay tuned, don't go away yet, because I'm going to show you guys how to make breadsticks.
I'm going to zoom in on that just a little bit.
Let's see, I'm trying to find, okay, so here's my homemade pizza that's finished. And there it is in all of its glory. It could probably have stayed in there another 2 or 3 minutes probably, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to make breadsticks on page 92 here.
Oh, hold it down a little. I'm on the pizza. Sorry.
Hold what? Oh, page 92 right there is, these are Olive Garden breadsticks. Okay, so I hate to ask this, but could you go throw this back in the oven? Because it needs to go about 2 or 3 minutes while I'm showing them how to make breadsticks.
Leave it there for just a second.
Okay.
It needs 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, this is just undercooked. It needs just a couple more minutes, about 3 or 4 more minutes. But while we're waiting, I'm going to show you how to make breadsticks. So my dough has been proofing for about, 20 minutes, and it really should go 40 minutes. But I wanted to show you guys how to make these breadsticks. And they're in Dining on a Dime, page 92. And they're just like the Olive Garden. So I would let this rise about another 20 minutes, but we don't have time for that right now. So, oh my goodness, I'm out of it today. Ugh.
I set that for 3 minutes. Is that what you want?
Yeah. So what you do is you take your pan and spray it with cooking spray. Okay. Then take your dough, and you're going to go like this and make little hot dog shapes, breadstick shapes. Just roll them in your hands until they get to the length that you want. There's one. any questions while I'm rolling them out. So then you just roll all your dough just like this.
Hillary's worried that you look like you're sick and you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, this is, so if you have chronic fatigue syndrome or if you're wondering what it looks like, this is what it looks like today. Actually, I'm probably going to go on the couch as soon as I'm done with this, to be honest. So leave them a little bit apart on your cookie sheet because you want them to raise just a little bit. Just a minute, Dave, we got just a couple minutes on it.
Well, it looks like steady.
And so you want them to spread apart because then they're going to get doubled in size and do that. Yes, I have chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. I have food issues. I'm really not supposed to eat corn, wheat, milk, and sugar. But that kind of a diet, quite frankly, is a pain in the rear to live with. And I blew my diet yesterday and I ate some homemade bread because it was just really good. And if your hands get sticky, just spray them with a little bit of your oil. And so when I eat gluten, it makes my chronic fatigue syndrome flare up really bad. And it's my own fault. And now I'll probably go back to not eating gluten. Every time I do it, I say I'm never doing that again. And
Well, Patty says, I so appreciate your helpfulness. I hope you're feeling better today. Love from Longmont.
oh, hello, Patty from Longmont.
Nice.
Yes, thank you. That is not too far from us.
Heather says, can you turn it into a Lunchable kit? My daughter loves Lunchables, but they're so expensive.
Oh, definitely. Although I wouldn't use this. What I would use is those little Ritz crackers. If you wanted to make a pizza Lunchable for the kids, I would take a Ritz crackers and put, I don't know, however many she wants, 6 or 7, 5 or 6, 5 to 7, somewhere around there. It's probably done. And so in a little container, Dave, can you see if one of my little containers are in there? The little round ones.
Where?
In the little round plastic containers. So, okay, so just show it while I'm doing this. So Mike's showing the pizza. See how lovely that looks?
Oh, it smells so delicious.
I bet you guys can't wait for dinner. Okay, that's good. All right.
Sweet.
Thank you. And now he's burning himself.
So we don't want to leave it out here?
No, that's okay.
God, it's gonna get
Okay.
itchy.
So if you made homemade Lunchables, I would put like 5 or 6 Ritz crackers in here or in a baggie, and then put a little bit of pizza sauce in another one, and a little bit of mozzarella cheese in a third one, and then you could make your own homemade Lunchables for about 20 cents, probably 20, 25 cents. It would hardly cost you anything for those. Yeah, not even 20 cents, I bet. You could probably get by with 10 cents because it's so small and they don't use very much. Because, I mean, this was $1 and you would use, what, 2 spoonfuls of this maybe? So, of the pizza sauce. So, yeah. And you could freeze this. You could get, if she wanted a whole bunch of Lunchables, get several of these containers and freeze it if you had extra. And then that would be a good way to do it. And then by the time she got to school, it would be defrosted. So.
Angelina says, I love gnomes too.
Oh, Angelina, a fellow gnome lover. I just wish Mike was about, I don't know, 5 feet shorter.
Barbara says, sorry, I think I missed it, but what kind of flour are you using?
Barbara, I am using all-purpose flour. And I made pizza dough. And what I'm doing is making breadsticks out of my pizza dough recipe. The link is there, or if you're on YouTube, it's in the description below. And I'm almost done here. Now this is one batch of pizza dough, makes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so probably around 15 to 20 breadsticks, depending on how big you make them.
So Kathy's asking to use Pam spray. I think that's for
Yes. I just use the generic, but yeah. And I use the butter flavored.
Was it in the dough for those two, or did you just spray it on the pan?
No, I just sprayed it on the pan. I used olive oil for the dough. And, you know, these look like little ghost turds. You could make them for Halloween and call them ghost turds.
Barbara says the link isn't working, so you might share about the mobile links.
Is what?
Barbara said the link wasn't working for her, but that's because it's mobile on Facebook.
Oh, Barbara, the links won't work on mobile. Facebook has not got their act together yet.
After the video's
So
done.
after the video is done, please go back to the video and it will be on there. The links will be on there. For some reason, Facebook, it's not working where during the show the links work. You have to get them afterwards. I'm sorry.
Shayla says, Shayla's making bread all because of you. Thank you, sister.
Oh, yay. My
no.
brother said that my sister-in-law is making bread because she saw my wonderful bread video. So by the way, my bread video that I did on Saturday was the #1 video ever that we've done on Facebook. Isn't that crazy?
So we have to redo it though.
But we are going to redo it because we had an audio problem. We got a new microphone and we had an audio problem. And so we're going to remake it and I'll put it back on there again. But
Debbie asked, is that olive oil cooking spray?
no, I just use the regular butter flavored. You can use whatever cooking spray you want. It really doesn't matter. So then once you have them all rolled out, just lightly spray the tops of them. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I was too far from you, so I had to take that.
Okay, so just lightly spray the tops. Then take, whoa, that could be dangerous. So then take just regular garlic powder and just, whoa, oh my goodness, that is coming out fast. Okay, so
That's mine.
that's Mike's garlic powder. So just take and put it in your hands if yours comes out fast and just sprinkle just a tad on your breadsticks, and these will be, you want cheese on them?
Make it cheesy breadsticks.
Yeah, go get me some cheese.
Barbara says, could you and or your mom show how to make a similar apron? And a number of other people are saying yes, they would like to see that.
Well, I don't know if I could get Mom to show you how to make the apron. So Mom made the apron, but apparently it was a huge pain in the rear to make. And everyone loves the apron. I need to find a seamstress to make aprons for us. Do you want cheddar cheese or mozzarella?
I like mozzarella. Wait, isn't this mozzarella?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can you have some cheese and some non?
Yep. I will do some. So I have a request for cheese, and I have a request for not cheese.
I'm gonna sit right here.
You're gonna sit right here. Are you all fresh from your shower?
Yep.
Your hair is looking a little interesting.
Sorry. Sorry.
Dave just got out of the shower. He's all fresh. Everybody say hi to Dave.
Hi guys.
He's Mr. Handsomeness.
Yep. That print stuff is awesome.
You like pert?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got a few with cheese. Here, can you go set these over on, let's see. Move the pizza over to the counter on a what do you call it, hot pan, and then put these
Oh wait, are
on
those
top of the
pan?
oven so they can rise, and then you guys can have them for dinner.
Are these on
Bridget
pan?
says,
Yep.
I'm guessing you can freeze these as well?
Yes, Bridget, you can freeze the breadsticks as well. I would cook them and then freeze them, but you don't have to. It's whatever you prefer. So,
Usually.
let's see. What else where was it? A lot of, some more comments coming in. Deborah says, do you use bromated flour? What is that?
Deborah, I have no idea what bromated flour is. So if you would enlighten me, I would be happy to answer that question. I just use regular all-purpose because I've never heard of that before.
Paula says, hi, I'm watching you on Facebook from Saskatoon, Canada.
Oh, hello from Saskatoon, Canada.
Do you want me
Wow.
to turn off the oven?
Yeah, you can turn it off for a minute.
Barbara says she wants to order another one of the books before they're all gone. Are
They're
they
gone. I'm sorry.
But we're supposed to get them back, what, September 20th?
So the books are supposed to come in September 15th. And in case you're wondering, we're talking about Dining on a Dime cookbook right here. They are officially back ordered until September 15th.
Are these ones?
You will probably receive them October 1st by the time I get all the back orders shipped. So if you want them, go ahead. And honestly, we're wondering now, we have so many orders, if we're going to have enough for Christmas. I don't know. We probably will have enough for Christmas, but if you are just really, really wanting to give someone this for Christmas, I would order it and let me ship it to you in October, because I think we'll have enough, but I'm not sure. Our cookbook sales have gone through the roof like crazy. Totally unexpected. We should have ordered 5,000 instead of 2,500, but anyway, yes. And
sorry. Molly Beth, sorry.
Okay, one more thing, and then I'll answer more questions, is all of these print books, Penny Pinch and Mama, 500 Ways I Save $500 a Month, Menus on a Dime, Quick and Easy Menus, and Dig Out of Debt. All these print books are 50% off, but when they're gone, I'm not printing more. They're going to be ebook only. So we have those 50% off also. Sorry. Go ahead.
Joy says, folks, y'all need to get her book. It'll become your best friend.
Joy says that.
Thank you, Joy.
So Joyce said you need to get my book because it'll become your best friend. Really? I wrote it. I started writing it 19 years ago. Yeah, 19 years ago. And I literally, this is the only cookbook I use. And I don't want to sound like I'm doing a sales pitch, but I am, because I put everything in there that I use every day to save money on my grocery bill. We have 1,200 recipes and tips in there, and it's for normal everyday stuff. Pizza crust, homemade tortillas, how to make homemade seasonings, sopapillas, bread pudding, homemade bread, everything. So, we have it all in there. So.
Wow. Well, everybody's loving on me on YouTube.
They're all loving Mike, huh?
Shannon says,
Mike is not available, ladies.
Shannon says, how do y'all keep the spark?
If I croak, he has to wait a year before he thinks about dating. I will make the kids tell him that.
Candace says she wants to get one as well, so we'll order soon. Oh, she means the book. Never mind.
Oh.
Actually, a lot of people saying that they love the book on YouTube.
Yes, thank you everyone for saying how much you love it. I mean, really, we've sold 400 to 450,000 copies between print books and ebooks, and people just love it. It's a classic book. It has not gone out of print in the last. Dave's favorite recipe, sopapillas. Yeah, we printed it. I started writing it in 1997, and we printed it in 1999. Can you go put the breadsticks in the oven, please? We started printing it. Just turn it on and put them in there. We started writing it. I started writing it in 1997, and in 1999, it came out, and that was our first. The name back then was Not Just Beans, because it was supposed to be, you can save money on your grocery bill without eating beans, but nobody got it, and it was a dumb name. I get that. I was new to marketing. I had no idea how to market, so.
On Facebook, Tabitha said hi, Dave. Molly Beth said hi, David. Deborah said hi, Dave. Very GQ.
Ooh.
Angelina, Tanya, and Chris all say hi, Dave. Chris says hi, Davey Poe. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Phyllis says hi, Dave. Good looking. Natasha says looking good, Dave.
So
there you go.
Now, Mr. Handsome here, Dave, is not available for at least 5 more years.
I had too many girls asking to meet me at the truck.
Say that again.
Too many girls asking me to meet them at the twirly slide.
So a couple of years ago, Dave here was getting anonymous notes to meet him at the twirly slide.
Every day for like a whole year.
It's rough being so handsome, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Karen says made your zucchini cake. It was delicious.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, that zucchini cake is a really good recipe. It is in Dining on a Dime also. Oops, wait a minute. Our zucchini cake is in Dining on a Dime, and you can also put it in a loaf pan and make a zucchini bread out of it. Oops, so sorry. A zucchini bread instead if you want.
Did I tell you, there was a comment, somebody said bromated flour is self-rising, but Deborah says bromated flour is potassium bromate added to the flour, which helps the rising. So.
Oh, okay. So, no, I do not use self-rising flour, which apparently bromated flour is self-rising flour because I make my own self-rising flour because I have that recipe right here in Dining on a Dime Cookbook.
Man, you're good.
302. So in Dining on a Dime, I have self-rising flour or bromated flour. I'd never heard it called that before. Right here, page 302, and we have a link on the website. What?
Well, Joy says, I love the name on the original, and Paula says, I have a signed copy of Not Just Beans.
Oh,
She's been with us
Paula,
a
you
long
have a
time.
signed copy of Not Just Beans. You've been with us forever. Wow, now that's dedication. Thank you. Man.
Isn't that like
If you go to livingonadime.com, I have the self-rising flour recipes in there.
18 years?
Yes.
Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch of stuff over here, too. Candace says it's just nice to have a simple recipe that don't call for like a million ingredients and don't take forever to cook, which is what I need.
Yes, that's exactly why I wrote the book. It's simple ingredients with stuff you already have. Your kids will eat. You eat it, don't you?
Usually.
Usually. You eat everything out of here.
Well, unless I eat stuff before it, and I'm like,
Well, that's true. But,
Emery Shea says I've used your book almost daily since I got it last week. Such a great book.
oh, thank you. Emery Shea says she's used it daily since she got it last week. Thank you.
Spooky Bean says there's one thing missing, blueberry muffins. Do we not have them in there?
No, I do have them in here, and I'll show you. It's not blueberry muffins per se. Let me find the page here. Let me show you what I did. Oh, brother, my publisher, I don't like the way they did the index when they did it. We just never changed it because the index was a nightmare to do. Okay, where is muffins? Hello?
isn't it in the ends?
Here. This is...
Dad put on the little bar things. Like, we're having technical difficulties.
Okay, can you go look on Living on a Dime, Mike, and find the muffin recipe?
Oh, on what side?
Granola.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we have homemade granola in here, how to make donuts. So what I did was
Wait, is it a blueberry muffin or just muffins?
just how to make muffins. Let's see. I'm looking for you here.
Is it
Hold on.
Best sweet muffin?
There was like, what's the links? Read them to me.
Applesauce muffins,
No.
Mom's Best Sweet Muffins, Easy Pumpkin Muffins, Homemade Butterscotch Muffins.
There's not how to make muffins. I thought there was I know
There might be somewhere.
Okay.
Muffin tips for making
Yeah.
great muffins.
Muffin tips. So what I did was I didn't have a specific blueberry muffin recipe because what I do is I take either the basic muffins, but actually Mom's Sweet Muffins are better. And this is on page 56 if you have the book. And I just throw in a half a cup of blueberries in Mom's Sweet Muffins.
Yeah.
I probably should have put that in here. I didn't.
Muffin tip is really short. I don't know if it's the one you're thinking of.
It's probably not the right one.
Did you
Just
want me to
do
put
Mom's
Mom's
Sweet
Sweet?
Muffins. Yeah, Mike's putting the links for Mom's Sweet Muffins on the website, but it's also in the book.
It's on Facebook, but not on YouTube until after the show.
Okay, after the show, it'll be on YouTube then, if down in the description below. So I just throw in a half a cup of blueberry muffins is what I do because Mom's Sweet Muffins are really good. And by the way, I'm going to be making this recipe, but these Amish bran muffins,
I've never had those.
they're a little bit more on the expensive side. They're not super ridiculously cheap, but they're still way cheaper than buying muffins at the store. These Amish bran muffins are the absolute best muffins. Well, Mom's Sweet Muffins are the best plain muffins. These are the best bran muffins ever. I mean, I would break gluten-free. It would be good. I would be sick for 48 hours to eat these again. These are so good. Amish bran muffins, it uses a box of raisin bran. And the best part about it is you make it up and you keep it in the refrigerator. And you just scoop out what you need to make fresh muffins. What
I
are
don't
you?
think I'm looking at it.
Oh.
Have you ever had those?
Yes, you eat these are muffins.
No, I mean
make
the
all time.
Amish.
Oh no, I haven't made the Amish ones for a while.
Oh.
And they keep in the refrigerator up to 6 weeks. And you can just scoop out however many you need and have fresh muffins every morning. It is just, oh, it's glorious. So I'm gonna make this up one day for you guys because it's really super good. So if you have Dining on a Dime, try that. This is not on the website yet, so.
Oh, Shannon has asked a couple times, how do we keep the spark?
Shannon, how do we keep the spark? Well, we use a lighter and do fireworks every month. I don't know, dear. How do we keep the spark?
I'd say we do a show on it, but I don't know. Do we know the answer?
I don't know. People are wanting us to do a show on marriage. We are not the ones to do on marriage. We about kill each other every day.
This is their acting period.
We don't fight and argue, but I don't know.
This is them being actors.
This is us. No, I mean, we don't fight and argue or anything, but we're both firstborns, so we both need to be in charge. And neither one of us is organized, so we're always driving each other crazy. But forgiveness, that's how you keep the spark. Seriously, we do a lot of forgiving of each other because,
Like
yeah.
all the billions.
Oh,
of
Barbara
times.
says volume 2 when? Did you say something about volume 2?
So I've been working on Dining on a Dime Volume 2 for 16 years.
What?
As soon as this one came out, I started on the second one. But when I realized how hard it is to market a book, I never got it done because it took us 8 years to make a profit on the first one. And can you go check the breadsticks and see if they should be getting close to done? It took us 8 years to make a profit on the first run. And so I got discouraged. I didn't finish. Quite frankly, I probably have it half to 3/4 done, I'll be honest. I'll leave for just a few more minutes. I probably have Dining on a Dime Part 2 about half to 3/4 done, but I don't know if it's worth doing or not. We'll see.
Can I get a piece of pizza?
I think we're winding down here. Sin says I could watch you all night and day. Love your channel.
Well, thank you, Sin. I appreciate it.
You need to have a 24-hour like security camera.
Yeah, I keep saying we need to just put cameras all over the house and we'll just do a live feed. You guys can just watch us all day.
Doing whatever we do.
My breadsticks are almost done, so if there's any more questions, give me that. Guys, we are on Patreon.
Yes.
So if you want to partner with us, we are giving a free ebook every month for just $3 on our Patreon account. It's in the description below, and Mike will put a link there. And that ebook will come out on Thursday. And this month's ebook for September for Patreon. The ebook for September is going to be our Crockpots ebook, which Mike and I totally forgot we got to get on there for September. We got to get that done.
Well, it said to put it on after the first.
So on September 2nd, we're putting the Crockpot ebook on there free for our Patreon people. So that's only $3 a month, and you can cancel it at any time. Mike's getting that link in there. And then he had something really hilarious that he wanted to tell me that I didn't get done. So,
Oh, did I?
well, you were laughing and laughing right before or do you remember?
They won't run out of any ebooks soon. They have like 35 copies. It's like 3 years.
Yeah, we have 35 books and ebooks.
Insane.
I don't know what was really hilarious.
Oh.
Lonely Pepper Homestead says, "Oh, so he lets her think she's in charge." Simple.
He lets me think that, but I know the truth.
Do the breadsticks need to be brown to be ready?
Yeah.
Debbie
Are they
asks,
almost
"How
brown?
long do you bake the breadsticks?"
It's sort of tannish.
Okay, the breadsticks bake about 10 to 15 minutes, and I think I have about 2 minutes left. So if you want to hang on to see what they look like, I think I have about 2 more minutes left.
I'm going to be doing a taste test probably if you let me.
Rhonda asked, she said, "I missed the beginning. What are you making today?"
So Rhonda, I made homemade pizza, which I finished, and I have homemade breadsticks like the Olive Garden in the oven right now, and they should be done in about 2 minutes, so I'm answering questions now.
Oh, and Kathy says you have a bigger following now. Totally worth it to do part 2.
Kathy, yes, you are correct. It's just that now that we have a bigger following, we also have a lot more work to do with answering questions and comments and stuff like that. And so I don't know when I would get it done. I don't know. I guess I could maybe start working on one chapter a month or something and getting it finished up.
I saw huge lightning.
Could do it for that and how to make an ebook.
Sharon says, love your elephant soup recipe. Is it still in dining or is it just in not just dining?
Let's see. I think is elephant soup still in here? I think
can find
it is.
Now, no nasty messages.
Yeah, no nasty messages about the
That's in the
elephant soup.
soup index.
Oh, and
Here it
Kirsten's
is.
asking any idea how many calories there are roughly on the pizza.
I have no idea
Probably 100.
how many calories are in it. I'm sorry.
3,000.
So our elephant soup, if you want it, is on page 109 right there. If anybody wants our elephant soup, right there, because you know we have lots of elephants here in America. Okay, I'll read it real quick. Elephant soup. 1 elephant, salt and pepper. 2 rabbits are optional. Cut the elephant into bite-sized pieces. This will take about 3 months. Salt and pepper to taste. Cook over a kerosene fire at 470 degrees for about 8 days. This will serve about 3,800 people. If more are expected, add 2 rabbits. Do this only if necessary, since most people do not like to find hair in their stew. Okay, we're all laughing. Give me a clapping.
So Candace says now if we just had smell-o-vision on a computer and somebody else said that could be a good or bad thing, I'm saying it's a good thing. It smells really good.
Because then we could just lift up the pizza.
It smells really good in here right now. And actually, Emily, can you see if the breadsticks are done?
Sure. They're at
Which
the
they're
very
even
top shelf.
vegan breadsticks.
Are they supposed to be brown?
Yeah,
They're not.
they're not brown, or they are.
I don't think so.
Okay, Emily's gonna pull it out and let me look real quick because I was gonna show you guys the breadsticks real fast.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, not yet.
Well, I stuck him on the top shelf.
Is the oven on?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like 350 now.
Oh, it's supposed to be 425.
Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, so our oven was too low. That's why they're taking longer.
Sorry, you were just like turning.
I know. I forgot to tell you.
So you're going to stick around a little more then?
So, okay, guys, give me a thumbs up if you want to stick around and see the breadstick. It's going to be like 5 minutes. So if you want me to do wait and do the breadsticks, give me a thumb up.
Barbara says, I'm sure you're a satisfied customer and customers would purchase volume 2.
Thank you, Barbara. You guys would purchase volume 2. The problem also, okay, so I'll stick around. So I'm getting lots of thumbs ups to see the breadsticks as soon as they're done. So I'll wait 5 more minutes as soon as they're done cooking and try to keep talking. Volume 2, Dining on a Dime. Part of the problem also is each time we print, we have to fork over thousands of dollars. Like we're talking $20,000. Depending on it depends on the number of books that we print, but between $10,000 and $40,000 we have to print also. And so honestly, I'm really tired of shipping books, and I'm sick of shipping books because I haven't really gotten paid to do this. Mom and I have never really gotten paid. Mike, we've made enough to pay Mike's salary, but Mom and I have pretty much been doing this for free. And quite frankly, I really hate shipping books.
That's me.
Now, if I was getting paid to ship books, I wouldn't mind. But, you know, if Dining on a Dime keeps doing really well, like let's say in the next 3 or 4 months with these live videos, I might go ahead and do the second volume, and we might print it. I don't know.
It's like the new Star Wars coming out after how many years?
Oh my goodness, the new Star Wars. The hard part
We're
is,
getting lots of thumbs ups and.
oh guys, now I feel pressure to do the next one. The problem is it's hard to mess with. It's hard to go with perfection because you know dining is just so perfect that it's kind of like Mike with me. If something ever happened to me, for him to find the perfect second wife like me, right,
Yes.
dear?
Yes,
No.
that's true.
Notice, no hesitation on his part. He loves me.
She's an angel.
I'm an angel, I am.
If you're not fighting with your
Yeah.
siblings.
Actually, we don't. That's one of the ways somebody asked, how do we keep our marriage? We don't scream and yell at each other.
Oh.
So that's one thing we don't do in our family. We don't scream in our family. I mean, I'll get irritated with the kids, but I don't just sit there and call them names and scream and, yeah, I don't Don't do that.
Oops, a couple people saying we froze. Let's see. Yeah, Karen says, when's your mom's next video?
So Karen, we are filming with Mom tomorrow. And depending on how well the filming goes, Mike may get one out tomorrow. It might be Thursday. So Mom's next video will either be tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah. Tanya says, keep the paperwork. I hate having everything electronic.
Yes, I really, there's a reason why people do electronic, because so many people just use electronic now.
What if
but
you like lose the internet and then you're like,
Exactly.
I can't make Mom's delicious cheeseburger rolls or pizza or all that other stuff.
See, very
You're like,
good.
"Oh."
If we have to go homesteading, huh?
Yeah.
Penny says, make people pre-order it. Your ideas are good enough and we'd wait for it and free pay. Actually, 4 people liked her comment.
So you guys would like it if we pre-ordered it, huh? Oh boy. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you want a second book and you would be willing to pre-order it, because if you guys did that, it might be worth it for us to. Oh, I can't even believe I'm talking about doing this. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Do you need help?
Everybody's giving us a lot of thumbs up, huh?
I can help organizing it. You just need a few.
Getting lots of thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs ups. Oh dear. Okay, well, Mom, if you're on here, start writing. Because I will say, there are a lot of recipes that we did not put in Dining on a Dime. Like what? Oh dear, so everybody wants a second cookbook. Oh, great. Okay, now I feel like I have to write a second cookbook.
More money.
There are a lot of recipes like spinach artichoke dip and I've got a triple chocolate cake, and I can't think of them off the top of my head. A triple chocolate cookie that's really good. I did not put those recipes in Dining on a Dime because Dining on a Dime is supposed to be super cheap recipes, and that's why I did not put them in here, because I wanted Dining on a Dime to be, I need to survive. I don't want to eat beans and rice. What can I cook? And so we could put all those homemade recipes that use more expensive ingredients like chocolate chips, because I didn't even put chocolate chips in here. Well, I did for the candies, but I didn't even put chocolate chip cookies, I don't think, because we were trying to go so super cheap. So anyway, we do have a lot of really good recipes. My cheesecake, oh, yum.
David says, all right, David, what do you want and how much does it cost? Lots of making up to Mom there.
Actually, what he wants is cheeseburger rolls. Dave could eat cheeseburger rolls every single night, couldn't you?
Oh, man.
Those are his favorite. The cheeseburger rolls are his absolute favorite.
You guys got to sign up for Patreon so I can have cheeseburger rolls every day.
You guys need to sign up for Patreon so that it's down below in the description. But yeah, so we can make cheeseburger rolls every time for you. Yeah, they're like cabbage rolls. The cheeseburger rolls are like cabbage rolls, but with hamburger and cheese in them. If you wanted to make them into a calzone, you could just add some spaghetti sauce.
Your brother says
Okay.
to break out the pencils and paper.
My brother said to break the pencils and
They're
paper.
not very brown. Well, the easy ones are.
Okay, well, these aren't quite done, but I'll have Mike show you just so that we don't, well,
Can you see them?
actually they are done. Yeah, go ahead.
Jack, can you see them on? Oh.
Okay, we'll have Mike pull them down. So they could have browned just a minute more.
Can I see something?
Yeah.
Cheeseburger rolls is on page 182 if you ever want it. It's right there.
That's Dave's favorite recipe.
100%.
Okay, so do I need to tip it? Yeah, can I do this?
Actually, I think I got it okay.
Okay, so you can see the cheese was getting pretty browned here. Now I would leave these in and brown them for just a minute more, but
Okay.
I'm getting kind of hoarse after talking for an hour and 20 minutes or so. So this is what they look like.
Well,
You want to taste it?
They want you to make cheeseburger rolls on a video now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have cheeseburger rolls planned. Oh my, they're very hot, Dave. I don't know if you can.
I might wait.
So they're
for a
super,
little bit.
super hot.
I might wait for a
Dave
little
wanted to taste test.
bit. Cool it down.
I don't know. Yes? You want a taste test too? I don't know if we can get it cool enough here. Any other questions while we're waiting for it to cool down while Dave's checking? You can bring the camera back up to me if you want.
Oops. Sorry.
There's Jack. Hello. My Mr. Handsome number 3. 4. Number 4. I have 4 Mr. Handsomes in
Now
my
Emily
life.
needs to come in the shot. Come on, Emily.
I'm good.
Joyce says I want your mom's story.
Big lightning.
We should.
Joyce, we are doing Mom's Stories.
It's Joy.
Or Joy, excuse me. We are doing Mom's Story. And tomorrow we're recording more of it. We've started there's 3 parts on YouTube. Oops, are you okay?
You hit the back of the chair.
We have 3 parts on YouTube. If you want to go to our YouTube channel, it's just Living on a Dime. And, okay, there. You want to taste test? I think
Looks
it's
like
getting a
it's
little cooler.
Wait.
Well,
Whoa, it's really hot.
here. Oh, you want the non-cheese. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Hold on.
Mmm.
It's not hot.
Yeah.
Can I taste one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this
Okay.
is hot.
It's hot. Careful.
This is worthy of the day.
Gotta do it on camera though.
Worthy of day. You gotta do it on camera, or is
Oh.
everybody on camera?
Your head's cut off. There we go.
You can lift it up,
Okay,
the camera.
we'll squat.
You're
Okay, so this is Emily, my niece. She did smoothies over on YouTube.
Check it out. It's a good video.
Very good video. So this is vegan, without the cheese, of course. So if you're vegan, you can do that. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Pretty tasty?
I would eat it. I'll probably eat like half of that later.
Nom nom nom.
So pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just can't stop now. See? That's why you gotta buy one of these.
All right, guys. Well, now that you've convinced me to write another cookbook, I better get off of here and go
Oh, I have the to-do list.
and get to work.
Krista from Big Family Homestead is there if you want to shout out. to her.
Hello, Krista from Big Family Homestead. I was thinking about you guys today. We need to have you on again. Krista has some great recipes. Go over to Big Family Homestead on YouTube. She has some really good recipes. She has an artisan bread that I'm going to make and see if it's really as good as it looks on her channel, because it looks really good. Is it yummy? You want another piece? And Krista has a really, really good recipe over on Big Family Homestead. And
Big Family.
it goes, did I not say Big Family?
Oh no, just clarifying.
Oh yeah, Big Family Homestead over on YouTube. So hello, Krista.
Oh, Karen loves your smoothies, Em.
Thanks, Karen. Love ya.
See, we need Emily on here. She's perkier than I am. And Mike is too. Okay, any other questions?
And I am
That's
too.
pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us for this really long broadcast today with Mr. Handsome number 3 and Mr. Handsome number 4 in my life.
Be sure to check our Patreon so Dave can get cheeseburger rolls every night.
Yeah, if you do our Patreon on Friday, if you sign up, it's $3. You get a free ebook to start with, Queen's Ride By, Mom's favorite organizing book. But then on Friday, our Crock-Pot ebook, which normally retails for $7, is going to be on there, and it's only $3 a month for you to subscribe to Patreon, and each month we give you a free ebook. So on the 2nd, it's going to be our Crock-Pot ebook. So
Then
if
you can
want-
also cancel whenever you like.
Yep.
Can we squeeze in one quick question?
Oh, one last question.
Mary's just asking if we've ever done a stuffed crust. Do you think we could?
Oh.
Mary, yes, I have.
Cheeseburger
So what you
rolls.
do is, if I don't know if you watched the whole video, but if you did, I spread it in the pan, and you wanna. So I would probably roll it out. Let's see. How did I do it? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Water.
Do I have water? Yes. Here you go. So actually, what I would do is in my pan, I wouldn't roll it out. I would smush my dough up over the edges about that far. And you saw how thick my crust was. This is a thick crust. So what I would do is push out my dough until it's hanging over the edge about this far. Put mozzarella sticks, string cheese, just regular string cheese, all around the edge. Fold your dough on top and just pinch it down the sides. and then bake as usual, and you'll have stuffed crust pizza. And I was going to do that one time too, also, actually. So, yeah.
Cool.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, now that the boys have eaten most of dinner, I will see you guys on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Mountain
Be sure
Time.
To check our website.
I have no idea what I'm doing on Wednesday, so we'll see. I don't know.
Cheeseburger rolls.
Dave wants me to do cheeseburger rolls. I might. We'll see. So have a good day, and visit us at livingonadime.com. Subscribe, share, like, whatever else you need to do. Thumbs up. No, don't give us a thumbs down. Please just give us a thumbs up, or just don't. And give us a comment, but if you don't have anything nice, don't say anything at all. Just
Doesn't look like that's a problem. There's a lot of nice things
Just-
said.
say something nice and be happy. So, yes. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Say bye, Jack.
Bye.
Cheeseburger rolls.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Who needs the dinner table when you have the kitchen?
True.
Oh, thank you. I love that.
You should do a house tour.